Hello, welcome to NOLA Stamping. I'm Barb Baldwin, and today we're going to be playing around with a really fun paper pack called Winter Meadow, which is barely in the catalog, but I think it is a gorgeous paper pack. And I thought it would be a perfect thing to show you. I want to make a sideways version of the folded back card that we made a month or so ago. And so I thought this would be the perfect way to get a start on the Christmas cards and using this paper pack, which I think is just gorgeous. So I like lining up all the different colors in the paper pack, and I'm just going to go through them really super quick just to show you. I really like how everything is wintry, so that'll work perfect for the Christmas card. But it would also work if you just want a nice, cool card also. So let's get to it. Okay, so first we're going to grab the berries paper, and that's going to be the main sort of hero paper. Like, remember in the last card that we did, we cut it halfway through at the very top and the bottom. So because this is going to be a like a sideways card, we're just going to do one side instead. So we still need that card base, the 5 1/4 by 4 inch, and then I'm just going to find the center real quick, not using math. And so I've just sort of folded it in half to find that exact center. I'm going to cut it anyways, so like it works out pretty good. So I'm just going to like line it up, make sure everything's flush, everything's straight, and then we're just going to cut it 2 inches down. So just along the top rail, you're just double checking across the top, and then we'll be able to use that to fold the two pieces back. So it'll look just like the other card, but just half as many folds. Okay, so then we're going to grab that winter paper. There's 2 sets of trees, so I grabbed the one that uses I think it's called Lost Lagoon. It's like a greeny, bluey sort of thing. And so like that'll work perfectly. And I want to use that underneath as the little accent piece. So we're just going to cut a piece that's 5 1/4 inches wide by 2 inches tall. And then we're going to cut another piece that's 5 1/4 inches wide by 1/2 inch tall. And that'll be for the inside of the card. And then for the card base, because I want to make mine into like a Christmas card, I'm going to be using the cherry cobbler. So I'm going to cut a piece that's 5 1/2 inches by 8 1/2 inches. And since it's a letter size piece of paper that I'm using for the cardstock, I can just cut one in half, and then I'll have like 2 different card bases. So I'm just going to take that and rotate it, and then at 4 1/4, I'm going to go ahead and score it, so then I can use that as the card base. And then I'm also going to, and I forgot to turn the camera on, I'm also going to cut a piece that is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and then a small little piece that's 5 1/2 inches by 1/4 inch. Okay, let's get to stamping. So I'm going to use that Lost Lagoon for the interior card sentiment. So I just cut a piece of white cardstock that's 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches. And I'm just putting that sentiment up at the very top. I'm using the new like online greetings of the season. It's got like lots of really good Christmassy sort of things. So I'm going to use that also for the season's greetings that I'm stamping in the cherry cobbler to match the outside of the card. So the Lost Lagoon will go on the inside, and then the cherry cobbler on the outside. Okay, so for the front, just like last time, what we're going to do is we're going to fold back one side And we're just going to sort of match up both of the sides so that the angles are about the same. And we're just going from the corner of the paper to that the edge of the cut. And you just want to make sure that because there's something that'll go, the little medallion will go in the middle, but you just want to kind of try and make it as close as possible for the two sides so then it'll feel even. And then I'm just going to take that tree piece of paper and I'm just going to add a little tape runner on either side. And then I'm just going to try and match it up as much as possible on the before I put it down. It just makes it a little bit easier to attach to the card base. Okay, so let's do the inside of the card. So we did that little strip of small trees, and all this is going to do is sort of bring in that design to the inside of the card. And since both of the pieces use that Lost Lagoon, it just sort of ties together. So I'm just going to use a tape runner to attach that 1/2 inch across the bottom, and then if there's any extra on the side, you should trim it off a little bit. I cut it pretty well, so I'm excited about that. And then we're just going to put it on the inside of the card base. And then that way there'll be enough room to do a little message for the holidays and stuff. So it'll just be ready to go. Okay, so let's grab that collared sort of section, and I'm just going to grab the tape runner again, and it makes it so much easier to just attach it to the front of the card when the two pieces are put together already. So then you don't have to line things up on the actual card base. So we're just going to, and since we're leaving a nice frame all the way around it, we're just trying to match that frame all the way around the card. And then just push down so that it's ready to go. Okay, so I grabbed some 3D foam dots. You know I love these. So I'm just going to push up the collar, and then I'm using the micro thin dimensionals to just sort of pop the collar up a little bit. It gives it a little bit of dimension, holds it down, and doesn't do too much. So then I'm going to use the tape runner and attach that Season's Greetings onto the square. And then I'm just going to leave that nice border all the way across again. And then I'm grabbing a silicone mat because that 1/4 inch cherry is just a little bit thinner than that tape runner is. So I'm just running my fingers across the edges to just take off any extra like adhesive, so then it's not gunky when I put it on the card, because I want it to look as good as possible because it's a holiday gift. Okay, so I'm going to grab some more 3D foam dimensionals, and I'm putting too many on the back diamond. And I'm just going to make sort of center that in the area. So I want to touch that bottom. I want to sort of line the bottom of the diamond up on that line, and just sort of center it in the space. And then the Stampin' Up! Just came out with these cool gems. They're called Cherry Cobbler and Pearl adhesive backed berries, but I like the fact that they come in like a little 3, so it kind of looks very Christmassy. And then it's all the same colors that we were just using, the Cherry Cobbler. And then the clear ones sort of just pick up the color of whatever you put them on. So I used a couple of those. And as always, you can just embellish as you like. But I enjoy adding tons and tons of glitter and glam onto my cards. Well, I hope this inspires you to make this card along with me or make it your own. And as always, don't forget to stay crafty.